Peace, family. It's your brother, Mr. Holipsism, doing this little impromptu show. Bear with me. What's up? Yeah, doing this show because actually, well, let me give you the title. Your future is a straitjacket in a padded cell. If you do not make your circle smaller, get on a team that has a vision and a tangible, concrete goal, and surround yourself with people of like mind focused solely on that goal. I don't want to see you lose your mind, so I'd like to offer a few suggestions to prevent this from happening to you, family. Your brother, Holip. Now, why did I make this show? Hey, what's up, Fatty Black? I made this show because I don't even want to call it a show. I just wanted to do something to talk to people because a lot of my brothers and sisters are getting mad frustrated and basically driving themselves into an insane asylum. All because they're trying to convert every nigga on the planet to their way of life and their way of thinking. If that is what you're trying to do, you're going to lose your fucking mind. I'm letting you know. That's why I said your future is a straitjacket in a padded cell. You're going to go crazy. You're going to hate black people. And if you hate black people, you're going to end up hating yourself. And you're just going to drive yourself into an insane asylum. I asked a question on my Facebook page. I don't know if anybody got it. I don't think, because most of the stuff when I ask the question, even it goes over people's heads and they go on some other tangent. But the question I asked was simple. When you preach from your soapbox, who specifically are you talking to? And the reason why I ask that is because I keep hearing people saying, well, I'm just getting tired of us. We need to do this. White people, blah, blah, blah. Black people, this, da, 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 da. But who are you talking to? Like in your personal life, what's your circle of influence? Are you talking to them? Are you talking to every nut job that's on Facebook and YouTube and Google Plus and Twitter and Instagram? Is that who you're talking to? And the reason why I think that that's important is your message is not going to resonate with fucking mouth breathers. Your message is not going to resonate with people who haven't even gone to kindergarten when it comes to anything involving socioeconomic and political consciousness. So why are you trying to talk to them and then getting frustrated because they're not paying any attention to what you have to say and they are continuing to do the same ignorant shit they did before you open up your fucking mouth? I mean, trust me. I'm not trying to trivialize your frustration because I get frustrated. I'm not trying to trivialize how hard it is when you feel like you have a progressive mind and you're surrounded by mouth breathers. And I'm not just calling them names, I'm just calling it like it is. Like people who are really shallow, who exist in really shallow waters, who you can't get really too deep or too profound with. They only deal with things on the surface level, which is like 85 fucking percent of the population on this planet Earth. We're not even talking about our own people. So why am I driving myself crazy worrying about the shit that they're doing? Yeah, do I see a lot of stupid shit on my timeline? All the fucking time. Do I see shit that's wasting? That I feel is time wasting shit? All the fucking time. But in my inner circle, my personal circle of influence, you know who's in it? People of like mind. People who believe in the same things that I believe in, have the same overall vision and goal that I have, and are actively trying to work toward it. Those are the people that's in my inner circle. So the way I see it, it's sort of similar to like if we and I, I wanted. I hate to use these football analogies and sports analogies, but it seems to get the point across the most. If I'm on the New York Giants and I'm trying to win the Super Bowl, why am I fucking concerned about every fan that's in the stand, every player that's on another team, and all these miscellaneous people that's not on my team and in no way can help me get to the Super Bowl other than to just support me by clapping their hands and yelling and screaming? Why am I so fucking concerned about them? It just doesn't make sense to me. I see people who are driving themselves completely fucking crazy because they're not able to communicate with black people who don't have a fucking clue. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second. Somebody just asked me to send them a link. Bear with me. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Yeah, this ain't, I don't even know if I should send links because this is not going to be a long show unless somebody wants to come in and talk with me. But I'm not just going to sit here and talk with myself, especially when I feel that this point doesn't really have to, this particular topic doesn't take that long to address. But I'm just saying, man, if I'm on a team and I'm trying to win the Super Bowl, then the only thing I care about is the players that's on my team and what strategies and tactics we're going to use to go throughout every game of that season to win every game, win the playoffs, and get that Super Bowl championship ring. Now, outside of that, people are doing a whole bunch of other different shit that has nothing to do with what my goal is and my vision is for my team. Now, don't get me wrong. The team is called the New York Giants, so we're representing New York. But everybody in fucking New York is not a part of the team. You feel me? Even though you can be fans of the team, you can cheer for the team, you can support the team, and that's good. But we don't even get that. You know what I'm saying? As a nationalist, we don't even get that. We don't even get the support. So basically, we're just a team with a mission, and we're trying to achieve our vision and our goals. You know? But to me, it's the equivalent. It's like you can't waste your time dealing with motherfuckers that ain't got nothing to do, who are diametrically opposed to what you about. So why are you getting a headache over them? And sometimes you can't even find people of like mind. Because in the BAIO, um, there's some brothers in certain states where it's just them. If not for them tuning into the shows or talking to brothers on the phone or something like that or online, they got nobody that they can lean back on and rely on because it's only them in their state. That's how serious it is. So can you imagine? I mean, why are they? Can you imagine? It's even rougher than them because they don't even have a support system that they can reach out and touch in the place that they live. At least I have that. I have a few brothers and sisters. It's in New York that I can go to for fuel. Like if I want to go to lunch or something with Neo or dinner with Neo and talk to him, I can do it. I can talk to Minister DeWood. I can talk to Max 611. I can talk to Big Brother R. It's a lot of people in the circle in the BAIO that I can reach out to. And even if it's about reaching out on the phone, I can do that. And fortunately for those brothers and sisters in those states where it's just them, they can reach out. But we only have each other because I can't rely on mouth breathers for support. I can't rely on flat earthers for support. I can't rely on MGTOW for support. I can't rely on moralists for support. We only have each other. you know, it's the people that's African centered progressives and black nationalists who's trying to get a goddamn nation of their own. And as far as I'm concerned, That's the only people that I spend energy with. What's up, Darian? I'm not gonna waste my time going crazy over every fucking bullshit. Like and the reason why, like I said, the reason why I'm doing this show is this: somebody can listen to this who's getting frustrated by the behavior of our people. Listen, clear up your inner circle. Stop having Negroes around you because then it becomes your fault. This ain't no fucking popularity contest, man. I'm not concerned about popularity. I'm gonna tell you, this is the God's honest truth. When I do a video, I don't care about views. I could get 100 views on a video that I did 2 years ago, and it wouldn't bother me. You know what really makes me feel satisfied when I do a video? When I hear a comment where it seems like the person actually got what I said. If there's one comment on that video where the person was able to articulate in a way that made me say, okay, they get it, I'm totally happy. That means my point got across to somebody. But I've had videos where I've had thousands of views on the video and nobody fucking understood anything, the point that I was making. So what good does it? Hey, what's up, Shauna T? So what good does it do to get a whole bunch of views on a video when people are all over the fucking place and they don't even understand what the purpose of the video is or what point you were trying to make? So what I wanted to do is just, I've been hearing a lot of people frustrated, a lot of people mad, a lot of people are really, really fed up with the level of consciousness that they see online. Me, I'm not emotionally invested in it. I'll say that. I won't say that I don't get frustrated because I do. When I see topics and I see people engaging in what I feel is just wasteful behavior, a waste of time behavior, or talking about the same thing over and over and over again, or basically just trying to find something to talk about instead of actually doing something. Yeah, it gets frustrating. If I were to be emotionally involved in that, then it would really be frustrating. But I keep everybody basically at arm's length outside of my circle, you know? And I have a pretty decent circle because my circle is the BAIO. My thing is, what you need to do instead of being surrounded by and trying to, swim uphill, why not get with a team? Now, keep in mind, I'm not talking about some clique, some club, or I don't want to, because cliquish and clubbish mentalities are bad to, there's a lot that goes with that, and it's not good. But at the same token, there's a lot of good that goes with being with a team. But this is the most important thing about being with a team. And when I say a team, I mean if you don't want team BAIO, if you don't want land infrastructure nationhood, fine. Find you team TP, where you get together in your TP, smoke your peace pipe, and congregate with each other and figure out how you're gonna get your country back from the white man. That's a team. At least that's the goal. I mean, it should that well, let me just say this. If you're on a team, what is the team trying to win? Because if the team is not trying to win something, then you shouldn't be on the team. A team has to have a goal. If you're playing a game, I expect that the object of any game that you play is to actually win the fucking game. So if I'm on the team that's a football team, the goal is to win the fucking Super Bowl. If I'm on a baseball team, the goal is to win the World Series. If I'm on a basketball team, the goal is to win the NBA championship. If you're in team conscious community, what's the goal? And that's not a rhetorical question. I really want to know. What's the goal to be in? If you're on team conscious community, what is the goal of team conscious community? Because I can tell you what the goal of the BAIO is: land, infrastructure, and a nation of our own. So if you're going to be on a team, make sure the team has a goal. If the team doesn't have a goal, then what you're going to basically be doing is what you're doing now, frustrating yourselves, talking to people who ain't really remotely interested in anything you got to say, and constantly frustrating yourself. And for what? Because at some point, if you're continuing to do that, then the problem isn't the people that you're hanging around. The problem is you. Because at some point, if you're really actually trying to do something, why aren't you surrounding yourself with people that's trying to do it too? Why are you having people in your circle that you constantly going back and forth with that don't believe in anything that you believe in, don't support anything that you're trying to do, but yet you're still around them? What, are you trying to be popular or something? You trying to win some fucking contest? What's wrong with telling people they have nothing to do or nothing to help you with what you're trying to do? Fuck you. Or if you don't want to be that harsh, fuck you in action. Just don't fuck with them no more. You don't have to tell them fuck you. Yeah, Shauna T, just wasted energy. People are out here wasting their time and wasting their energy when we already know what the solution is. At least I do. So my level of frustrating conversations is going to be strategies and tactics within the BAIO. I can do that all day long. That's not, I don't even consider that a waste. Because when you have a goal and you have different people trying to figure out which way to get to that particular goal, that's a good thing. It actually helps tighten the ship up. It helps sharpen the strategies because people are given different points of views. Just like, no, like I said, I go back to it being on a football team. You're on a football team and you're playing against an opponent, and both of you are trying to win the game. One person might think that this play is going to help or this strategy is going to help. Another person might think that this strategy is going to help. But guess what? Both of y'all are trying to win the fucking game. So that's an argument that I really feel is a productive argument. But a non-productive argument is me arguing with a chief running coon. How is that productive for me? And how is that productive for Chief Running Coon? What are we getting out of that? Am I going to convert at the end of all of the energy that I've expelled trying to break down what land infrastructure nationhood is, to somebody who thinks that their land is here in America? What did I gain from doing that? I could have used that energy on my brothers and sisters within the BAIO and actually talking about something productive, like banging out what date we go into Rwanda, or who's going to be boots on the ground in Angola. Let's talk about something like let's talk about what water treatment system we're going to use. Like I can think of 1,000 different things that I can talk about that's actually productive, and I'm sitting up here trying to convince some Negro, first of all, that they're African, which I'm not doing. I'm not doing it. I know who I am. I know who my people are. I know what I'm about. I want to get with other people who know the same, know that the solution is land infrastructure nationhood, and build with those people. If you look back on the shows that I've been doing recently, peace Dundada, peace J.R. Johnson, peace Ronan Black. If you look at the shows that I've been doing recently, like go back for the past month or so, it's all related to a vision of our land, a vision of what we're doing or what we want to do. I'm not engaging in these stupid ass topics. So for the people that's just coming in, like the whole purpose of me doing this show, like I said, the title of the show is Your Future is a Straitjacket and a Padded Cell. If you do not make your circle smaller, get on a team that has a vision and a tangible and concrete goal, and surround yourself with people of like mind focused solely on that goal. If you're not doing that, if you're not doing that, then you are headed for a straitjacket and a padded cell, guarantee. And you're going to end up hating your people because you're going to get frustrated with the people that's outside of that circle who ain't really about nothing that you're about. But you're going to get frustrated by them, which really doesn't make any sense to me, because why are you even wasting time with them? Shouldn't you be with the people in your circle who think like you? Shouldn't that be where the majority of your time is? That's why a lot of people, I feel, is really have fetishized this shit. They really have. They turned this fucking struggle and this shit into a fetish. They would much rather expend a whole lot of fucking energy arguing and fighting with other niggas than actually working with people of like mind. I really believe that. OB, the title is so accurate. I just saw something very disheartening on the news in my city. Tell me about it. Break it down if you can. Like I said, this is not going to be a long show unless somebody wants to talk to me. If you want to jump in, let me know so I can send you. I can put your email, send a link to your email address. But I just wanted, I did, and I sincerely don't want my people to go crazy, man. You know, I don't want them to go crazy. Like, stop wasting your time, stop wasting your energy, and get in a circle of people that's trying to do something. Personally, I suggest the BAIO. That's my personal suggestion. But if you want to get on a team that's not the BAIO, this is the only thing I ask you to do. Make sure that that team has a goal. Ask that team, what are they trying to win? Because being on a team and not trying to win something is lunacy to me. It's nonsensical. Teams are usually playing a game and they're trying to win the game. So ask your team, your captain or whoever the person is, or whatever team you get on, what is this team trying to win? Because if you ask me what my team is trying to win, I can give you an answer straight up. If you ask the conscious community what they're trying to win, good luck with getting an answer to that. Because the conscious community ain't trying to win shit. All the conscious community is interested in doing is being self-righteous and judgmental. That's what, as a matter of fact, that's like the championship to them. If they can be self-righteous and judgmental, that's like winning a championship to them. Mission accomplished, because that's what they want to do 24 fucking 7. But if you notice, things start getting a little bit, they start slowing down when you start getting the people when it comes time to action. Energy tapers off. You can be energetic and stuff, just like this voting shit that just happened. People is all energetic to vote, 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 vote. Vote's over now. Where's that energy at? Oh, I'm gonna let somebody else take care of it. I voted them in. That's all I have to do. Let me go back to what I'm doing. See, that's not sustainable. Emotion is not sustainable. I never wanted to be a part of a movement where it was based on emotions, where it was based on reactions, reactionary behavior. I don't want to be a part of a movement like that, because I know everybody knows that no matter how sad you are, you wake up in the morning, you feel a little bit better. No matter how angry you are, that anger might go away in a couple of hours, if that. You know what I'm saying? If you're afraid, you might be afraid right then, but you won't be afraid a couple of hours from now or the next day. Emotions come and go. Emotions, like I said, are like the weather. You know, you go outside, it could be 75, 70, 65, blah. It goes up and down throughout, and it fluctuates throughout the whole goddamn day. That's how emotions are. Principles is like a fucking oak tree. It ain't going nowhere. So when you're in a principled movement, thank you, Dundada. When you're in a principled movement, um, that movement is sustainable, and that movement lasts because it's based on real shit. a strong, solid foundation. Not I'm mad at the white man today, and then tomorrow white man is okay. I can deal with him. What the fuck kind of movement is that? And that's what a lot of us are engaged in. A lot of bullshit, man. Because, and I tell you, I'm judging people really sincerely by the BAIO. Like, I don't want to blow nobody up. No, I can say this. I can say this because this was a conversation that we had. It's not really blowing up nobody because nobody knows who the fuck I'm talking about. Somebody posted something about how African Americans need to help or be more involved in the political situations of Africans on the continent. More like we need to make that one of our, and a matter of fact, we need to make that our top priority. Now, the concept of helping Africans politically on the continent is, I'm not offended by that at all. At all. The problem is, how are we going to help somebody here in America? The best way to help out continental Africans is to actually be on the continent. But to be on the continent, yeah, like what's I too, but 012 said, you took the words out of my mouth. You want us to help you on the land, then we need land. We need a nation of our own, and then we can help out everybody else that you want to help out. But don't you think it's kind of disingenuous to ask an African Americans, I want you to put my priorities first, but do it from America and do it with absolutely no power base. And good luck, nigga. Really? You know, why is it that everybody thinks that if you're a nationalist or you're a pan-Africanist or whatever, that you are just an automatic sucker? Why? Why is it that, so I love the continent, I love the motherland, I love my people. So yeah, this nigga gonna be easy to take advantage of. Really? I am from New York. I am used to game and bullshit and people trying to put their interest above yours. If people are that concerned about African Americans specifically and African diasporans coming on the continent to help other people's countries, other Africans in their country, because they have a country, without us having a country of our own, then that person is disingenuous. You're disingenuous. What you're doing is you're trying to use us as cattle to further your agenda. You want to have an honest conversation? Say, you know what, brother, long lost brother or sister, we need you here on the continent. And I'm talking about all countries. I'm not picking on anybody. I'm just speaking in general. If you're that concerned about African Americans helping Africans on the continent in their lands, in their countries, because they have a country and they have a nation, we don't have one. Wouldn't it be nice for us to have our own nation on the continent? Do we not deserve that? Is that not something that we as African people here in America deserve? To actually know what it's like to control a piece of territory, to control policy on that territory? So that was the bulk of where that conversation went. So then, of course, when I started questioning that, the next thing I'm hearing, well, how's it going? The land acquisition going? Who should I talk to? Who's in this and who's in that? So then, what I did was I sent some links to people within the BAIO that the brother could talk to. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? Brother ain't even in the BAIO group. Ain't even on the Ning site. But yet we going strategies and tactics and trying to move the chess pieces around the board. You haven't even had the energy to get into the fucking Ning group. But yet you want me to talk about what we doing. What we doing? How's the progress? The progress ain't that good if your ass ain't even fucking signed to the Ning site. So I'm just, like I said, that's what I'm talking about. So once I find out you're not in the group, there you go. I'm not having a conversation with you. Our progress is nothing. There's no progress. How's that? So now you don't even have to join the group. People that want to do this shit is doing it, man. People that's really about this is about it. Our circle is really small, man, and I love it. I love the people, even within the BAIO. I'm not with I'm not talking to every single person in the BAIO. There's a certain circle of people within the BAIO that I communicate with the most because those people are ready to do it. You know what I'm saying? Those people are ready. We're already, like I said, making plans to go to Rwanda. And like I said, that's not the Rwanda is not the nation state. So calm yourself down. Hey, yo, what's up, Kala? What's up, Odas? What's up, Freetown? Freetown marketer, I think. Approximately how much land is ideal to start with? I'm Sierra Leone, have land there, family, and it's cheap. Building must be immediate though, or you can get beat. I'm not gonna touch that right now, Freetown, because I really feel like we're putting the cart before the horse, to be honest with you. We're putting the cart before the horse. Like, I don't want nobody going over to the continent just to be going to the continent. I don't want nobody going over buying land where you have a government in place where there's no rule of law. I don't want people getting beat. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to go to the continent, we need to go as a collective. We need to go with a support system. You know, I know there are some people that just want to go and maybe they're in a different position where they could just pick up and go. Fine, I have nothing against that. But I would say for the most part, for people who don't have those means, then you need to go as some type of collective and you need to have some type of support system when you go there. Because I'm not really interested in ultimately people going there just to be going there. I'm more interested in the nation state. So individuals going over to Africa, that's fine. I mean, it's always great to have an African American in an African country. There's nothing wrong with that. So I never put that down. You know what I'm saying? I don't trivialize that and I don't put it down. But where I'm coming from, and it's me personally, it's all about the nation state. Because individuals doing their own thing, it's not working in America, and I don't think individuals doing their own thing is going to work on the African continent either. We got to get it in our heads that it's about nationhood. We got to start thinking in terms of a nation. And when you think in terms of a nation, you don't sit back and wait for somebody else to do something. It's like what JFK said. Don't ask what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Bruce Leroy says, I don't think you need a nation to have power. Just look at Goldman Sachs. Well, what about America? Goldman Sachs doesn't exist within a vacuum. Isn't America a nation? And isn't America the number one superpower in the world? Not Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs, to my knowledge, don't have nuclear weapons. They don't have an army and navy and marines and the air force. So if we think we can have a nation power without a nation, then what we have to find out, are we having a miscommunication on what power is? What is power? I'm serious. What is power? Because how can you have power and not have a nation? Because individuals, I don't give a shit how much money individuals have. I don't give a shit how much corporations and companies have. They exist within the nationhood context. So I disagree with that completely. Goldman Sachs don't control shit. Goldman Sachs does not control America. Sorry. Goldman Sachs may control politicians. They don't control America. Sorry. Doesn't work that way. Goldman Sachs has to exist within a context. Like Kala said, there are laws that make Goldman Sachs possible. If Goldman Sachs controls anything, then why do they have to pay off politicians? Yeah, OB, a white company inside a white nation. Listen, I ain't even having this discussion. Nationhood, land, infrastructure, nationhood. Nobody can tell me that having a nation is not what we need. We need to control land and control policy on the land. Bottom line, that's not even up for discussion. But like I said, the whole purpose of this show, does anybody want to come in with me? Because I'm getting ready to clock out. I already made my point. My whole point is I don't want to see my brothers and sisters going crazy. I don't want to see that straitjacket and that padded cell in your future. Stop talking to Negroes. And you don't even have to hate Negroes. I don't hate the deaf, dumb, and blind. I'm just not fucking with them on an everyday basis and having them in my internal structure, in my life, in my circle of influence. I'm not doing it. I deal with them on a peripheral level. You know what I'm saying? You have to deal with them. There's no way to escape it. If I'm in New York, I'm going to deal with people every fucking day. And a lot of people who don't have a fucking clue, a lot of people that would curse me out if I even start talking about nationhood. So I do my job, I do what I have to do during the day so I can pay my bills. And when I'm off the clock, I'm with my people. And I'm in my inner circle of people of like mind thinkers, and we're trying to get together because obviously we have to do this because we don't have no fucking leadership in this country. There's nobody in this country, no leader or no representative in this country that's talking about 1/8 of the shit that we talk about within the BAIO. So the only people we got is each other. There's nobody for us to rely on. There's nobody for us to vote for. If we don't do it, it's not going to get done. Bruce Leroy, how do you become a corporation? How does a corporation become a corporation? What's the process of becoming a corporation? That's why this conversation is nonsensical if you're trying to tell me that we don't need to have a nation in order to have power. When you form a corporation, what do you do? Have you ever had a corporation? Kyla Genesis is in the house. Kyla, how do you form a corporation? I think Odos is in the house. Dundada's in the house. There's plenty of people I think that and other people probably in the chat room that have businesses. How did you start your corporation? Your business. What did you do? Who did you pay? So how is it that the entity that created you control? Like I said, we that's a conversation we don't even need to have. That's a nonsensical conversation, fam. Sorry, no disrespect. But yo, anyway, that's all I really had to say, man. I just want y'all guys to I'll repeat it again. Your future is a straitjacket and a padded cell. If you do not make your circle smaller, get on a team that has vision and a tangible and concrete goal, and surround yourself with people of like mind focused solely on that goal. If you want to continue to get involved with Negroes who can't even tell you what um, a nation is. They don't even know, can't even, who don't want to have nothing to do with anything that you're about. You're going to frustrate yourself. You're going to hate these people, and you're probably going to end up doing damage to yourself or somebody else, because that hate got to go somewhere. Like Odar said, nationhood is the goal, right? Land, infrastructure, and a nation of our own, independent nation state. That's the goal. That's our Super Bowl. That's our NBA championship. That's our World Series. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to win. And like I said, the conscious community ain't trying to win shit. So if you want to be a part of that team, knock yourself out. But I can't fuck with you. Let you know right now. If you want to be a part of that, then you can do that, but you can't fuck with Holip. Dave East, Holip. But when I have, but I have when brothers and sisters go to Africa and tell each other that we want to live off the land and just be lazy, then those people are not in the BAIO, Dave East. Shit, I can give you 1,000 different bad, like I can tell you the bad behavior of a bunch of different white black folks. It's not like I mean, I'm just like y'all. I live in this place. I'm surrounded by ignorance as well. The thing is, I'm focused on a laser on what the goal is, and I've cut the fucking fat off the meat. You feel me? How are we going to accomplish our goals if we constantly worried about people who have nothing to do with our goals? I don't know if you guys were here when I gave you this example, but like I said, I'll go back and revisit it. If I'm on the New York Giants and I'm trying to win the Super Bowl, why am I giving a fuck about every dipshit in the stands? Are they at the team meetings? Are they in practice? Are they engaged in any of this shit that we got to do to win these games and win the fucking Super Bowl? No, they're on the outskirts of that shit, which is where they're supposed to be. So you got to get focused, man. Get focused. Stop, because if you don't, you're going to go insane. These people are going to drive you insane. And I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. And I'm trying to avoid that for the people that I know and the people that's nationalists, because we backslide. You know, we backslide and we get involved in these little social issues of the day and these little internet beefs and Facebook drama and all this dumb shit. But what I don't see is people being actively involved in nationhood. And I'm talking about from the people on the outskirts, the people who say that they're about this stuff, but really just talking shit. Right, the peanut gallery, Jamal. Peace to you too. Those are the people that I see engaging in this bullshit. I can say that me, Odos, Fatty Black, Dundada, Kala, Bell Thanos, few people in our like inner circle, Jamal. These people are actually my fuel. You know, they're my fuel. If I didn't have them, I don't know what the fuck I would do. If I couldn't call up Kala, call up Bell, or call up Minister and just say, yo, can you please talk me down right now because I'm on the ledge? And after the end of the conversation, I'm feeling much better and I'm able to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? But if I didn't have that, Lord knows, man, we all need it. So that's why I don't understand. It's like if you're constantly outside of your circle to trying to get energy from people that ain't giving you none or actually taking away from you, how long do you think you can sustain that before you in that fucking straitjacket and in the padded cell? So that's the point. That's all I got to say. Actually, I haven't eaten shit, so I want to get off of this phone and off of this headset or whatever and get me something to eat. Anyway, I'll holler at you people later. Oh, I believe Kala is doing a show with Dynas because I believe Dynas is back from his trip. So I think they're doing a show. And Kala said that he wanted to do a conference call after the show. We'll see how that goes because I'm coming from work and I haven't been asleep yet. So usually that's when these conference calls happens when Holip is asleep. But anyway, that's what's going down BAIO wise. So anybody in the BAIO, just check out Dynash show. Search for Uhuru tonight. I think it's going to be around 8 o'clock. And after that, Kala is going to do a conference call. Or you know what? If I'm up, I might do the conference call because my brother Kala, for some reason, doesn't know how to record the calls. I do. Or have you figured that out yet, Kala? If you figured it out, I won't do it. But let me know. If you haven't figured it out, then I'll start it up for you and we can do it that way. 8 o'clock, I believe, 8 p.m. Dundada. But anyway, I'll holler at you good people later, all right? Peace, y'all.